Nope, this won't do. So this little Grissom here that I'm showing right now, I did that about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, whenever it first came out. I kind of rushed it, and there's all sorts of little problems with it that I'll get into. But basically, I am super not happy with it. So we're gonna give it another go. I really do like cutting sprues, just that snap when you cut through them. But you got to make sure you get all the pieces shaved off and sanded off afterwards, because when you try to put them together like this, they don't always go together so well. But luckily, this went together easily with the appropriate care. The upper saucer goes together very well. Aren't really many problems. The pins are excellent. Secondary hull, good fit, same as the upper hull, but there is a bit of a gap that you're going to need to do a bit of filling around the edge, front to back, as well as the lower pylons where they meet the secondary hull. Same with the nacelles, they need some filling because they do overhang this side of the upper hull, so you don't want to have a little weird gap there. The saucer edge needs no filling, just a rough sand and then a wet sand, and that'll give you a nice smooth edge right there. This is the biggest issue on the kit. The alignment pegs for the pylons do not fit in the slots on the upper hull. You have to open them up. Now this one I've already opened up to show you what a proper fit should look like. So yep, pops right in. No problem. So just use your hobby knife and hog it out. I tried using a file, it was just too slow and wasn't getting the desired results. So yeah, just use your hobby knife, open it up, test fit, open it up, test fit, and just keep going until you get it right, and you get a nice snug fit just like that. And yeah, then your mating surfaces are perfect, and you are good to go, and you won't have any problems. So I had done a quick sub-assembly, put them all together to get some primer on there just to see where the mating surfaces are, because you want to make sure you get those masked, because if there is paint on the pins, on the joints, in the slot, they don't fit right. I cannot stress this enough on this model kit. Make sure mating surfaces are clean and free of paint or primer, because otherwise the fit is wrong and it's going to cause the sides to bulge out and be disgusting. Lesson learned, I painted this with Vallejo white gray, and it was too dark. So I'm going to switch over to what I have left of this tester's white, because at such a small scale you need to brighten the colors so things don't seem abnormal. Abnormal is the wrong word. Out of scale is what I mean, because if it seems too dark, everything doesn't match. So yeah, just be cognizant of your colors when you work on a small scale model. Masking. There's actually a surprising amount of masking on this model. Here I've done this because the center ring is actually a dark gray and the raised dome is a silver. So I wanted to make sure I got this right this time. And of course masking the secondary hull because you got the silver top and bottom. Just a lot of masking if you want to get a good finish. And I did the same on the lower secondary hull, silver dome. And when you look at the secondary hull, you can see that I got the silver dropped in there, top and bottom. And let me just remove that masking tape. And yeah, see the good result you get from that, nice and clean. I believe I have to do one small touch up over here, but there's worse things. I'll be doing the same on the upper hull. I got to clean up the gray and then mask it for the silver. I'll save you the whole process of painting, but the nacelle grills are gunmetal, and I just did those with a brush, which is it's calming. I do like using brushwork whenever I can. I used a lighter blue on this model, so the hull colors were much less contrasty. And I only had one problem with the model, and that was when I pulled off the masking tape on the underside, it pulled off some paint. Not a big deal, just sand it and repaint it, but ugh. And here's a quick look at the decal sheet of all the paneling that needs to go on the upper and lower hull. I'll spare you all the details, but basically wet, let it set, apply it to the hull, position it when needed, dry it, and then apply microsol to get a nice good fit so it conforms to uneven surfaces. Let it set and repeat until you're done. The final step, once all that is done, is to apply a flat clear coat that takes away the gloss, seals the decals, and it actually hides some decal edges so you get a nice smooth finish, and you'd never know that the decals and details weren't painted on. And yeah, you end up with a nice, beautiful looking ship just like this. It was nice to get back into it and fix the defect areas that I let slide on the other one. It turned out well and looked nice up on the shelf with all the other 1,000 scale ships. But I do hope you enjoyed the build process, to see all the trouble spots and all the things you need to do to make the kit fit right, which isn't bad. It's a good little kit. If you enjoyed this, I hope you'll watch another video or two, whatever the case may be. And until then, keep on building.